So let's go ahead and we'll solve example 1 together. Now this is going to come out nice and neat, and I should tell you that as we go on here, some of these don't come out so nice and neat. We wind up having some radicals in the answers, but this one will come out nice and neat, and we're going to learn a little bit later, we'll learn a different way to solve for this. But again, what we're trying to do is we're saying that if this thing right here, this x squared plus 8x plus 15 is 0, if that's an equation, we should be able to graph it. And when we graph it, it's probably, and you don't have to write this down, but it's probably going to be a parabola, and it's probably going to slope upwards. Oops, that kind of looked funny. So it's probably going to slope upwards, and it might look something like this. And I don't know exactly what this one looks like, but it might go something like this. And what we're looking for is, where does it cross the x-axis? Those are called the solutions. That's when y equals 0. Where does it cross the x-axis? We think there's probably going to be two solutions here. Okay, so let's start this one. Now here's what we know. The formula says to do this. We're going to, first of all, we got to figure out what is A, what is B, and what is C. Now A is right here. When it's before the x squared, it's just a 1. We have an 8 for B, and it looks like C is going to be 15. And these could be negative, but in this case, they're all positive. So here's how our formula goes. And you'll want to fill these in. It says the opposite of B, which in this case is negative 8, plus or minus B squared. Okay, now that's 8. In this case, it's 8 squared minus 4 times A, which is 1, times C, which is 15, all over 2A, and A is 1. So again, what we're doing is we're substituting just for the A's and the B's and the C's. Now we're going to start simplifying this a little bit. This we won't touch yet, the minus 8 or the negative 8. Plus or minus, 8 squared is 64. 4 times 1 times 15. Well, that is 60. And that's all over 2 because 2 times 1 is 2. Now we can simplify a little bit more. Let's leave that negative 8 alone right now. Let's do this right here. 64 minus 60 is 4. Now that's going to come out to a nice perfect square. We like that. And it's still over 2. But we're not done because we can do something with this right here. All right. So next step looks like this. It's minus 8, and we've got to make this into 2. So it's plus or minus 2 because that's what the square root of 4 is. And we're going to put that over 2. Okay, now this, because of the plus minus, that's actually going to give us two answers, and they go like this. The first thing we could say is x could be minus 8 plus 2 over 2, but it also could be negative 8 minus 2 over 2. Let's solve this one real quick. This is negative 8 plus 2, which is negative 6 over 2. So that comes to negative 3. Over here, it's negative 8 minus 2. If you have to, I would always recommend doing this. Make this into negative 8 plus negative 2 so that you know it's negative 10. And you're going to divide that by 2, and that comes to negative 5. Okay, now here's what this saved us. People wonder, what's the purpose of the quadratic formula? Here's what this saved us from doing. We could have graphed this, and it would have probably, I'm just guessing, but it probably would have come out somewhere around here and here, or the intercepts, so maybe something like that. But we don't have to guess, and we don't have to graph. And our answers are x equals negative 3 and x equals negative 5. Those are the two solutions for this equation.